Well, welcome to lesson number 2, if you don't count the intro. Mainly want to talk about the sticks or mallets, perhaps, that you might be using in drums and percussion. Now, first of all, I'll talk about the instrument themselves in another video and how diverse percussion instruments can be. Some of them you don't even use sticks or a mallet. You use your hands only, or you use some type of a grip to shake them or to move them. Percussion's interesting. I wrote down the definition somewhere, but I don't know where it is, and I don't remember what it was exactly, but it's basically striking something with your fingers or with an instrument or with a stick or mallet. Now, it doesn't matter what drumsticks you get, whether they're Vic Firth or ProMark, they're all good sticks, absolutely. And when you're beginning, it doesn't matter too much if they're evenly balanced. You don't have to lay them all out on the floor and roll them to see if they're perfectly evenly balanced, but pretty much any stick. When you go to a music store, you'll see some of them say 7A or 2B, and they're all just having to do with the weight, how thick they are and how thin they are. Wait till you see a timbali stick. Man, that thing looks like it's been on a diet for years. But anyway, the main point is get yourself some sticks. If you are very, very young and still kind of tiny, you want to get shorter sticks, which are hard to find quality shorter sticks. But sometimes when you buy a very, very first class lesson drum kit, drum set, they come with sticks that are kind of shorter. That way the kid's not poking their eye out trying to play. But all sticks are going to be basically the same length, and every stick will have what's called a fulcrum. If you hold it in the middle, it's completely balanced, and you have to find out where that middle is. But if you go too far forward, it tends to lean toward the back. If you go closer to the back or the butt of the stick, then you'll notice that it tends to go forward, just naturally. We'll talk about the instruments and the striking and what you're striking and how to hold them, but the main thing I wanted to do in this video was just tell you about the sticks, and to realize that the tendency may be for you to put your finger there to control the stick better. That's the worst thing you can do, though, because it limits the range of motion. You kind of pinch it. I always used to say to students, pinch it like you're pinching your brother or sister or a friend that didn't wear green on St. Patrick's Day. I almost said Valentine's Day. But you learn to grab the stick in the right area so that it's falling forward. Too far back and it really just is heavy on that end. But you have it in this area here, and you've got a nice little pinch here. And with match grip, both hands would do the same. We'll talk about traditional grip a little later, and on the video it's probably going to look like this is my right hand, but this is actually the left hand, and why they did traditional grip. But in this video itself, get some sticks, learn where to hold it and pinch it so that it's falling forward naturally. And just get used to that. Try not to let your fingers go way up in the air, but also try not to guide it with a pointer finger, because that seems to be the tendency. You just pinch and get to moving it in your hand. Keep those back fingers wrapped around there, not out here, because they're of no use if they're out there. That's it for lesson number 2, I think it is? Yeah, if you don't count the intro.